to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. All right, so this is in a sense where we are, and how I've stated to people before. I get a variety of people that'll say a variety of things. It's either A, Seiji hates women in general; B, Seiji hates black women; or now C, Seiji hates modern women. There is realistically no in between, no type of middle ground at all, right? So as you can clearly see, Kay wrote, right? And this is what she wrote dealing with Tia Mowry's divorce, right? She wrote, "Why are you using Tia's divorce to promote your hatred of modern women?" Now, at no point in time have I ever stated that I hate a certain group or anything like that. I point out the fact that I dislike a lot of actions that are taking place and how those actions are going to be negative when it deals with those women, young women, and those same two sections of women raising and influencing young girls, and how inevitably that's going to create a negative type of culture. She further stated that has nothing to do with why her and Corey are divorcing. Please get your life in mind your business. Thank you. Now, the other problem and issue with that is the fact that if anything is on social media and it is presented, then it's going to be people's business because it's put directly out there in order for people to view and judge. Just like how her sister, Tamara, was asked about her sister's divorce and how it is that she felt directly about it, or, any things that she had to state about that. She gave her opinion directly on that specific topic. She didn't do that in private. She didn't do it, in closed doors. She did this on a public platform, knowing the fact that viewers are going to throw their 2 cents in there. They're going to have their own judgments. They're going to add their own feelings. They're going to add their own situations and scenarios in order to validate what it is that they feel. She then stated she doesn't pay spousal support because they have a prenuptial agreement. Now, I listed the fact even within the whole thing of the divorce that a prenuptial agreement is present. Like I said, I'm not sure if people actually pay attention to what it is that I state, or the fact that a lot of people listen to the content and they hear the things that they specifically want to hear, or the things that they thought I said, and then they just hurry up, cut off the video, and then they just, write a paragraph and let it be that. She then said, "Don't let something like sex get in the way of your rant." I guess that's supposed to be rant, but she wrote rent about hating modern women. So again, she's going directly into the aspect of what she stated twice, right? She told me twice within this whole thing that I hate modern women, right? And she also told me to mind my business. Now, the very same courtesy, right, that she is, lending to me by telling me to mind my own business, the main thing that I tell people is this: whenever I happen to do content, being a content creator, people can pick and choose at will what videos they want to comment on and what videos that they're not going to comment on. People can choose to mind their business and not even pay my platform any attention, or they can decide to impart their 2 cents onto the topic that I am obviously covering and talking about, and write that directly into the comment section. And the main thing that I tell people is the fact that regardless or not, if you disagree with my opinion, it is my opinion and it is my platform. And I am free to give my opinion on something that has been made public. Just as my content is being made public, you are free to leave a comment and say the things that you want to sit up there and state. So it makes no sense to complain about somebody complaining when you're doing the exact same thing somebody else is doing, but you're saying that the way that you're doing it is correct and the way that somebody else is doing it is completely wrong. That makes no type of sense. It literally makes no sense. Now, what you see in front of you, right? I made sure to label it as this because this is what people seem to feel. And my thing is this, right? Now, you say that I hate modern women, but yet the thing that I'm talking about is me not approving of the actions that are taking place because they will cause irreparable damage to young girls who are impressionable, who are directly on social media, watching all of these grown women make their own life choices. But these grown women aren't telling these young girls that these are their life choices. They're saying that this is how women are. This is how women think. This is how women view this, that, and the third. Now, this is the difference. When I was growing up, I had men that would specifically tell me like, "Yo, I decided to, do this negative thing such as selling on the streets because that was my choice." And they would explain the reason why they made that choice. Right? Or you'll have another guy say, like, yo, the reason why I'm in school is because I made this choice and this is the reason why. They didn't, in a sense, try to make it seem like every single black guy is going to college. Every single black guy is out here selling on the street. Every single black guy is in the. They didn't try to generalize the whole thing. They went off of their perspective, their perception, their life experience, and they made sure to hold that whole thing accountable in that box. So that was the labeling for that. They didn't try to generalize it and say like, yeah, all black men are out here in gangs, and that just is what it is. We're making it do what it do. Nah, like I said, there used to be a disclaimer with things, or at least when I would sit up there and talk to guys, there was always a disclaimer. When you're out here on social media and you're looking at the variety of quote unquote modern women and the things that they do, there is no disclaimer. Nowhere out there are they saying that, yo, not all basically do this. This is what I specifically decide. That's not the thing. That's not the thing at all. And knowing the fact, if we're supposed to go by the fact that, hey, man, you guys do rap music, it's violent, it's dangerous, it's breeding a culture of uncertainty, chaos, and violence. You need to be aware of the words that you use, and how impressionable these young boys are, because your music and whatever it is detrimental. That lifestyle is detrimental, and you're handing that over to these kids without giving them the warnings. Then we should say the exact same thing for modern women directly out here who are pushing content, who are stating why it is that they hate men, don't need men, why men are only seen as this, that, and the third, why it is that women can go out there and say that they hate men, in that they can purely go out there and say that, oh, I'm the mother and the father, husbands aren't even needed, protectors, whatever it is not. Like I said, that's their perception and that's their viewpoint and that is their experience in life. But like I said before, there is no disclaimer to any of these things. They're able to generalize all men directly out here just off of the fact of the small number of guys that they specifically dated. So because these women dated one to two black guys, or maybe three black guys, they now have the full-fledged right to go on social media and say that these one to two or three experiences that I have encompass all men, or all black men in general, and the representation of these three or two or whatever black men are a major representation of all of these black men out here. Like I said, there's no type of disclaimer, there's no type of responsibility that is given when these messages are getting pushed out. And I know because I take my time and I watch a lot of these women who are content creators who make videos back to back to back to back to back, and they continuously say the exact same thing, double down, triple down, quadruple down on the exact same point, and then they'll try to either list their few experiences, and if they don't have any experiences, then they'll try to list experiences of other women on social media, or if they can't do that, then they'll try to list experiences from women who they know are and are friends with, or family members. Or in the other cases, they'll sit up there and just make up a random experience of a random black guy just doing this, that, and the third. Like I said, there's no type of disclaimer to any of the things that are being pushed directly out. There's no disclaimers to these young girls telling them that, hey, that if you decide to dress in a provocative type of manner, then that means that guys are only going to view you one type of way. And the reason that there is no disclaimer to that is because we are in a culture and a society where women want to embrace the type of dressing styles where women, hey, you can come out the house naked. You can come out the house wearing this, that, and the third. And what, and men, they're supposed to sit up there and just respect you as a queen. They're supposed to respect you as a woman. They're not supposed to demean you, or they're not supposed to treat you the way that you are treating and representing yourself out there to the world. That's the culture that we basically have. So because that this is the culture, this is why you have young women out here mistreating their own bodies, right? This is why you have young women out here devaluing and disrespecting themselves when it comes to this type of thing out here. But oh no, but oh no, let's put and push all the blame directly on men. Let's hold the responsibility. Let's put the accountability. Let's make sure men acknowledge 100% of everything that they set up there and did, because whatever women are doing right now is only because of men. But yet, these are the exact same women who will roll through and say that they are gods. They'll roll through and say that they are kings of all men directly out here. They are the whole kings of life itself. They are the creators, right? They are unstoppable. But at the same point in time of being unstoppable, calling yourself a god, you then want to turn around and be oppressed and say that, oh, men are oppressing us, men are trying to control our bodies, men are doing this, men are. Which one is it? Are you a god that is unstoppable, or are mere mortals, men, able to just hold you back in chains and have you trapped on the side of Mount Olympus and have you powerless? Like, which one is it? Like, I need to know, because the stuff that I'm literally hearing online is not adding up. Only thing that I clear cut see women doing is dodging responsibility and accountability, and lacking the ability to acknowledge the fact that the actions that they decide to take and walk directly into have repercussions and responsibilities attached directly to them. But like I said, let's just keep with the fact that Seiji hates modern women.